Hello, hello. We are back with some more Rebuild 3. So when we left off, we had just gotten the power. Well, we just gotten back the power plant and gotten things on, but we still had to have to build the MacGuffin spring in order to get it running. So we're just chilling out, working on that. Slowly, we're expanding and scavenging all the resources around this place. Trying to recruit the different people. So let's go ahead. Next day. Recruited a woman today named Kimberly Dijon, blah blah blah. She's willing to be anything. Let's go with another soldier, because that's always good to have. So let's go ahead and give her some equipment. Nail board. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, scav team. We still need food. But real quick, let's go and get this last area over here, just because I want that one picked up. Alright, our builders, meanwhile, let's have them build a farm over here. You join the stack of soldiers over here. So there's nothing in desperate need of defense. Well, I guess, here, all you gang up on the, how many zombies are there? The one zombie, all you just go and beat the piss out of that one zombie. Let's pull one of our builders out and start expanding. So, yeah, this will give us one new border. That will give us 2 new. 1 new. 3 new. 2 new. 1 new. Okay. 2 new. 1 new. Ooh. The stream lagged really bad. I'm not getting any alerts on my end. That might have just been a you thing, but hopefully it's not too bad. Ugh. Well, I guess I'll know after the fact when the recording goes up. So, where I am looking, we can pick this farm to expand toward, this suburb right here, this suburb here, or this cemetery. What are y'all feeling? Farm, suburb 1, suburb 2, or this? Or, you know, there's 3 good suburbs to expand into. Should we get a farm, a suburb, or a cemetery? I'm leaning towards farm since we need more food. I'm gonna pick the farm, but you all can pick what I do after the farm is taken. So we've got... Oops. Yeah, food. Alright. So after the farm is done, glad to see you agree. We got suburb 1, suburb 2, suburb 3, or the cemetery. So you all pick that while I hit the next day button. Ooh, one of our soldiers healed from their injury. Blah 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 blah. God, I always forget how fucking fast our people rebuild. The cemetery? Alright. Let's go get that cemetery. Which we're probably gonna get back in 1 day's time, so we're gonna have to pick suburb 1, 2, or 3 after that. You go kill the zombies here. Scavengers go and scavenge up here. Ooh, we're now on a surplus of food again. Let me go and recruit another person. Suburb 3. Alright. So, next day. Convince them it's okay for us to keep the graveyard. Done. Ooh, they're already on their way to join the fucking crazy cultist. Oh no, not the crazy cultists. The Homeowners Association. Let's just use our leadership skills to insult those people. Unless you don't want to join a bunch of fucking Karens. Join us and become part of our forever army. You can even bring your kids with you as you fight. I doubt they'd let you do that. Some of you guys don't have weapons now. Here you go. Take a board with wood. Let's see here. Yet cemetery immediately reclaimed. So, you go clean out that so that you'll be able to reclaim in a moment. One of you step out of here and go and handle the zombies here. So there's one more person that hasn't been reclaimed. Or one more person that hasn't been recruited, I mean. So all of you go clean this area, or go help me recruit. Hopefully they should keep me safe while I go and recruit the last person. That's how our scavengers grab from right here. And next day. Oh, he's a freaked out guy. We're gonna talk him down. He's willing to join. Blah blah blah. And you're part of the Forever Builders. All right. I'm gonna step off separate from everybody. And I guess it's about time I start interacting with the other factions a bit more. Let's trade with the... Oh, we can't trade with them. Can we trade with these guys? Yep, let's trade with them. Scavers, go and gather what's here. Builders, reclaim this. Let's have a bunch of our fighters handle what's happening here. One of them steps away to this. Another one will step away to this. Fresh meat with every criminal. Luckily we haven't had any criminal problems yet. Alright, oh, you go join the big army. Next day. What do they have to trade with us? We don't need the saw. We don't need any of your things. Goodbye. Let me go and try and trade with the pig farmers then. We found some nunchucks. Let's give some of our people the nunchucks. Here you go, you got a kid, have nunchucks as well. Kids love nunchucks. Alright, I guess scavenge here next. We're running out of scavenge locales, low-key. Soon our scavengers, I guess, will just be farmers professionally. So let's see here, let's look at our options for expanding again. That will give us 2 new borders, 2 new borders. Oops. 1 new no, 2 new borders. 1 new border, 1 new border, 1 new border. 3 new borders. 1 new border, 2 new border. Let's go ahead and reclaim this suburb right here. Start to extend out till so that we can be next to the mall. And get our soldiers ahead of themselves so they can start trying to clean up that in advance. Do you need anything in particular? Begin trading. We have no need for your food. Goodbye. And now just plop him here. Let's trade with the fucking cultists. We found a fucking shotgun. Hell yeah. Who wants a shotgun? We'll give it to our weakest soldier. Boom. And now you can get the nunchucks. Can we ally with the cult? We can! I don't think we should. I feel like allying with the cult that worships the zombies is probably a bad idea. Just call it a hunch. And somebody who's played the first 2 Rebuild games back when they were Flash games. Then again, you couldn't ally factions in that one, so maybe when you ally them, they're really cool, chill people. But I don't know. I don't think cultists would be super cool, chill. Super cool, super chill, super cool, and fun people. that's still too much for all of them. Power plant part produced. Okay, yeah. I know I should have been more patient with the engineers, and yes, my sticking my head into the workshop every day asking, "Is it done yet?" probably didn't help. Still, I learned some colorful new language while I got fed up with me. Oh, and the MacGuffin part is finished. We just needed to get it into place, or into the plant, along with a bit of fuel to get everything running, and we should be good as gold. Do they need in particular? I don't think they're gonna let they consider the Zeds like a transcendent form of human life that are superior to us in every way. I don't think they're gonna want to get rid of the zombies. I think they like having the zombies here. Alright, eventually came to a deal, yeah. Alright, let's go and start talking with the Homeowners Association, though, because they're new and I'm interested in what they have to say. Because I haven't seen them in the other cities. At least that's what I think these people are supposed to be. It is like a Homeowners Association vibe. Let's go and get that power plant up and running. Okay. There we go. Most of our borders are safe except for the one touching the mall, so let's go and clean out the Zed in the mall. Meanwhile, this is one of the last places left for you to scavenge. Go ahead and do that real fast. And our builders will reclaim this suburb here. I just realized, is there no research facilities in the entire city? Oh shit, we'll have to build our own. Let's do that right now first, actually. Build a lab. And actually, you go and reclaim this in the meantime. Hey, I'm gonna quickly click my light on it. Nell McClung wasn't eager to meet with me today. Her duty, Helen insisted on taking... Or her deputy, God, I can't read. Her deputy, Helen, insisted on taking my weapon at the fort gate, and patted me down roughly to make sure I wasn't hiding anymore. Fuck yeah. Then they had me wait in the cavernous Fox Marble foyer for some of their foyer of one of their McMansions. God, I can't read today. While Neil dealt with an urgent meeting. Probably a lie. I could hear laughter coming from the other room. What do y'all want? What's the point of living in the ruins of civilization? Miss McClung asked. If you don't stretch out and enjoy the free space. We were touring their fort, which feels more like a gated retirement community than the military compound it is. There are enough empty homes for each of us to own 2. If you agree, you should have empty room for at least 10 new survivors in your fort. We have enough for 5 people. And we're currently growing, honestly. Really? You think that's enough? She asked. Well, I suppose not everyone needs a fabulous second house. Just your leaders. Am I right? Wink! Alright, that's my meeting with them done. Let's go and meet with the Luddites. I like to think we're just walking circles around the city. Ah, another one of our people's a fucking cultist now. We got a whip. Aren't there smart and talkings on it? Is that? Yes, there are. We saw them in the last city. That is kind of a point. Huh. We've literally met friendly zombies. The whip would be worthless on any of our soldiers. So maybe the zombies aren't actually that bad in the grand scheme of things. But I don't know what makes a friendly zombie different from a I'm gonna eat you zombie. Let's scavenge for supplies. All of our borders are currently safe. So let's start putting our soldiers to work making future zones safe. And you go help him. Alright, actually, instead, since you can't handle that on your own, go and kill the zombies here. Alright, this is looking good. Next day. The power is mine! All mine! I never would have thought the hum of a generator starting up would be so soothing. But there you go. I'm actually thinking of setting up a sleeping bag in there tonight. If nothing else, the white noise should drown out the screams of the undead. Yeah, maybe we... Oh, yeah, maybe it's a unique DNA thing, or I wonder if it's just a unique strain of the virus. Or if it's just being infected for the right amount of time. I wonder if we'll ever discover the answer. But maybe we should try and make friends with whoever we can, I suppose. The Luddies are hosting a city-wide conference to discuss matters of interfaction relations and the future of Nelson. Well, that's how the Ludds tried to explain it to me. But actually, they just want us to go over and nod our heads and declare how we think... Or as they declare how they think... God. Nod our heads while they declare how they think things should be done. Who should we send? I can't fucking speak. You can go ahead, Kimberly. She's now get friends with the Luddites. Yeah, alright. We found a wrench, neat. Now let me go and meet with the pig farmers. I was so ready for the pig farmers to turn out to be cannibals in the last town, but it really doesn't seem like they are. They really are just fucking rednecks. Alright, scavenge here. As good as it is to keep attacking Zed that aren't on our border, we also gotta make sure we keep the ones on our border away. Trust the cultists more than the home people. I mean, that's fair. What is a homeowners association if not just a really complicated cult? Oh, wait, no, whoops, I grabbed the wrong people. You all go and start building ammo indefinitely. You head over here and start researching. Let's go with survivor management so we can start talking to all of our people. Our builders, meanwhile, let's see here. That will give us 2 new things. That will give us 2 new things. That will give us 2 new things. Alright, let's go ahead and reclaim this one. And next day. I found Farmer Bucket's boys, Jeb and Bub, taking turns throwing their big, meaty fist. Oh, hang on. That wording makes me want to read this differently. I found Farmer Bucket's boys, Jeb and Bub, taking turns throwing their big, meaty fists into an old punching bag, which jiggled oddly with every hit and seemed to be leaking. I asked what they filled it with. Let's talk with Farmer Bucket. A pig farmer scout rushed in while we were speaking. In a hurried whisper, he reported that it's happening again, this time at the graveyard. It's happening again! At the graveyard this time! Farmer Bucket sent him away. He explained that one of their scouts keep getting into trouble. Seems to be trapped in the graveyard. Alright, we'll go and help him. Am I not a level 7 leader? Why can't I? Oh, I probably need to save him first. Ooh, and now we got survivor management done immediately. Met Frank at the slop bucket in his walled-off old farm today, covered in mud from his battered hat to his rubber boots. He sure looks like a pig farmer. He boasted that when the dead started rising, keeping them outside the big stone wall was nothing compared to keeping his pigs in the pen come feeding time. Told him that if we ever needed food, or told me that if we ever needed food to keep us going, that we should just give him a holler. This year's God, I can't word today. This year's hard to beat. Hell, might be the only meat you're gonna find for sale in Nelson. Why can't I read today? I feel like I'm having a fucking stroke. Alright, where's the problem at? I'll go take care of that. Alright, you go kill the Zed here. You step off over to the Zed here. Let's send one of these guys up to here. Can you handle that? Yes, you can. I wonder if this virus would affect the xenomorph. Oh god, a zombie xenomorph would be terrifying. Oh, that sounds horrific. Zombie xenomorph? I feel like that, if that hasn't been a comic, someone needs to get on making a comic book about xenomorphs catching like the Romero-style zombie play. I feel like that was a crossover comic book waiting to happen. Xenomorphs landing down on the George Romero zombie universe. Let's go ahead and get signposting to attract more survivors. And now begins the fun of talking to 1 million of our people. So, Art Van Vliet. What time is it? I haven't gotten a lick of sleep in weeks. Everywhere I go, I hear Zed incessantly clawing at the walls. They're worse than the people. There was a reason I moved to a lighthouse out there. The only noise is the sound of the ocean. No car horns, no yapping dogs, no undead monsters chewing at the hinges. So he's a loner. There is a known undead xenomorph, but they seem to only stay with... Alright, that's interesting. Captain blah blah blah. Hey there, friend. Have you stretched this morning? It's important to stay limber. You don't want to pull a muscle while you're out running for your life. I personally like to do a little bit of yoga. More for the stretching than the religious enlightenment. But I can understand if that's your thing. Just not my cup of tea. Oh, what do you think we should give them, Xenomorph? Pacifist, firearm training, or hand-to-hand combat? Ugh. I feel like hand-to-hand or pacifist makes sense with them being a yoga fan. Firearm? Alright, firearm, sure. Defense with any... Alright. Let's actually take the shotgun away from the guy that has the shotgun now. Sorry, bud. We are gonna give that to the new person with firearm training. But don't worry, you'll get a boomerang in return. There you go. Alright, let's talk with him now. Hey there, friend. You tired? Hungry? Down on your luck? Did you happen to stumble on a cache of some antique jewelry left behind as the previous owner ran for what truly mattered, their lives? Well then, have I got a deal for you. Food For your gold. Yes, we here at Food for Gold will give you real foodstuffs in exchange for any of the individable gold valuables of yesteryear. Again, what do you think? Should we make him a friend of Gustav, firearm training, or hand-to-hand combat? We've kicked Gustav out of the city already, because I don't support that fucker. But firearm training and hand-to-hand combat, you know, both are good, but they don't necessarily make sense to his backstory. But also, living in the wasteland, he's bound to get those. We don't have a lot of guns, so I'm leaning towards hand-to-hand combat, but that only helps if he's not holding a weapon, which he is. Hand? Alright. Yeah, so if I took away his weapon, he'd have the same level of defense as he has while holding the boomerang. Actually, let's take that boomerang away and give that to one of our scavengers. Yeah, because now she's better at scavenging. Let's see what she has to say. That's a good boy, Jerry. That's a good boy, eh? Who's Jerry? Oh, it's this nice person who took us in. Have you met him? Have you met my Gary Skipper? He's my shoulder lizard. Yeah, he's a bit big for my shoulder, but no one messes with me when he's up there. So that's definitely animal lover. Which, let's take away this person's dog, sorry, and give it to her since she's an animal lover. And the other person's gonna get the old backpack. And let's talk with them. Hello there, dear. You look cold. Would you like this hand-knit shawl made from the finest dog fur? I'm glad I took the dog away from her. I also have a cup of acorn tea around here somewhere. I've always had a knack for making things with what I find around. I used to sell them at the local farmers market and craft fairs, but those don't seem to be happening as much nowadays. Should we go with... I feel like all three are fitting. Crafter? Alright. Alright. Let's scroll back up to the top. Dorothy blah, blah. Back before all this. By day, I was just your average working stiff, but by night, I would dazzle audiences with my performance at the Scarlet Primpel on the local stage. The reviewer of our town paper said my performance would make the author turn in their grave. That's good, right? Yeah, musician. I can imagine them, like, everyone's out on a mission, they're just fucking, God, I'm trying to think of a song from a musical that I know well enough to do a jokey rendition of. I can't think of anything. Deciding bird. Oh, hello, welcome, Chill Pill. A little bit based on the narrative, a little bit based off letting you guys pick sometimes. So, let's see here. Marco's story. So, this is fascinating. Did you know that when all the alpha males in a group of monkeys killed themselves by eating tainted garbage, the entire dynamic of the pack changed? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up on my studies. We can't let a little thing like the end of the world get in the way of learning. How to better treat one another, can we? Sorry, I put the emphasis in that sentence weird. So we can make them a former member of the Homeowners Association, or give them firearm or hand-to-hand. What are y'all feeling? We now got 2 people to vote on what's better. Homeowners Association friend? You feel the same, Chill Pill? God, the delay on Twitch streams is awful sometimes. Alright. Next is Peter Bynes. Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, there's just a slight delay between, like, I have the delay as short as it can get, but there's still like a 10-second delay, and I know 10 seconds isn't a lot, but I can really fucking just feel those 10 seconds. So Peter now. Me? I come from a long line of haberdashers. We specialize in the finest head accoutrements for the discerning lady and gentleman. Our store in the high street had been there for almost 100 years. Okay, now it's a little more than a large, hatless hole in the ground, but back in the day, it had class. We got firearm training, melee training, hand-to-hand. So, we got 1 vote on melee training, which I guess kind of makes sense for haberdashers. Y'all think we should keep it this, or go with, the melee training? Make him good with his knife he's got? I think once we're done deciding everybody's perks, we're gonna take another short break and then switch games, actually. Alright. So, let's go ahead with that one. But yeah, we might switch to some Hearts of Iron in a little bit. Which I know to the people when this is uploaded on YouTube that means nothing, but... You're one of them, aren't you? You're not? Really? Well, that simplifies things. Have a good day. Definitely eccentric. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick that one right now. Tex Mayer. Me? I used to work at a robotics firm. I designed all sorts of little drones based on the natural movements of animals. Balance was always a tricky bit. The company's goal was to make a humanoid android that could function in our world. Open doors, drive cars, that kind of thing. Really wish they'd succeeded, because having a helper that the Zed couldn't sink their teeth into, that'd be pretty sweet. Firearms training? Yeah, let's go with firearms training. We don't got a lot of guns right now, but... David Poe. Yeah, I was a private investigator back in the day. Blackmail, adultery, murder, I handled it all. Though to be fair, investigating murders became a lot harder when the murder victims started getting up and wandering around. Oh, and when the victims started trying to claw at your eyes. That really didn't help matters. This one's hard to say. None of them are particularly fitting for an old private investigator. Hoarder, good cook, green thumb. What are y'all feeling in chat? Cook? And hoarder. Let's go with hoarder. Ooh, we can talk with him even more. The last case I took was from one Nell McClung. Seems she thought her husband was cheating on her and she needed someone to check it out discreetly. She gave me all the standard warnings about you need to be careful and he's got powerful connections. Nothing I hadn't heard before. Now if she just said, he's one of the most violent mob bosses in the country, I might have paid more attention. Brave? Yeah, brave. Or brave or fighter? You know, I went with what Chill Pill said last time, so let's go with Tyrant King and make him a fighter this time. Let's see here. Oof, we got quite a few people. I guess because I put off getting this for so long, though. Mary Louise Shelley. Yes, what is it? You wanted to know about me? Well, there's not much to tell. I was mostly self-taught throughout childhood, and entered an Ivy League university at 14, and graduated top of my class with honors 3 years later. Was captain of the university football team, valedictorian, You know, that sort of thing. Hoarder, good cook, or green thumb? Hoarder? I'm not seeing anything from Chill Pill, so let's go with Hoarder. We have more from her. I must admit, despite my accomplishments, I never really found my place in the world. Oh god, I'm already losing the accent. All you plebs simply move so slowly. No, not as... Hang on, god. Alright, whatever, it's a different accent now. Not as slowly as the Z, of course. There is that, and you aren't trying to make a meal out of me. Not literally, at least. We have Genius, and... you want to deck her. I can get that. Let's make her Genius. Now we have Piri Faluhifi. Greetings, citizens. I am a nondescript, mild-mannered individual who happened to work at the newspaper prior to societal collapse. Nowadays, I'm just doing my best to get by and help where I can. Should he be a loner, a hoarder, or have a green thumb? Loner? Alright, let's go with loner for the definitely not a superhero. Moose. Loner, he has no friend with... I mean, he does have a kid with him. What am I doing up at this hour? I'd just like to spend my time keeping an eye on things. Never been a good sleeper or needed to eat much, so I always had a lot of time on my hands. That's why I used to go for night shift when I was a security guard. Figured if I'm going to be up anyway, I might as well do something with myself. I wouldn't mind being a night guard at a place. Sure. It's mostly just twiddling my thumbs, but at least it wasn't twiddling my thumbs at home every night. Light sleeper? Yeah, that makes sense. Riverly. Yeah. Be friendly, polite, all that jazz. I know. I guess that means chatting. So, what do you want to know about? My past? I used to be a building inspector for one of the local municipalities. See, if buildings were up to code and all that, it was fun. Nothing better than telling a fella off for not keeping mold off their tenants' walls. Tough? Yeah, that makes sense for what their personality's like here. Less likely to make friends but hard... wait, was that less likely to what? Less likely to die but harder to make friends. Have you seen the state of these storm drains are in? If we aren't careful, this whole city's gonna flood the next time there's a heavy rainfall. Yeah, I used to work with the pipes under the city. Never made many friends. But that's what you get when you spend your days up to your knees in raw sewage. What that did... God, words. What that did mean was the Zed showed up, when the Zed showed up, I had plenty of bolt holes to get away from the beasties. The Zed hunt mostly by smell, and there's a... Oh, I just realized my pop filter hasn't been down this whole time. I'm sorry. There we go, now it's down. I don't know how much different the quality is with that. Hopefully it's not too bad. I haven't been too bad. And when I'm talking with my friends, I don't have it down, so I don't think to bring it down sometimes. Sorry. The Zed hunt mostly by smell, and there's way too many other smells in those tunnels to make out another human. Of course, most humans aren't too fond of those smells neither, but my nose hasn't been working since the Great Backwash of '92. Still, had a few close calls when hiding out from the Zed though. Well, you can live in the sewers for a while. There ain't much to eat down there. Never thought I'd risk my neck for a packaged snack cake. But after 3 months of breathing in methane and licking lime off the walls for sustenance, you get real desperate for a palate cleanser. Ninja? I'm debating between ninja and handyman. You know, since he was an old maintenance worker. I guess let's go with ninja. No penalty for how far away a mission is. Nice. He shares the bolt holes with all of his buddies. Dave Warren. This place isn't bad. Need more greenery. But then, I always think a place needs more greenery. Green's good, you know. Means the land's healthy. And a healthy land means food. Greenery also means you got a place to hide when some undead thing comes looking for you. That can be even more important nowadays. Tool expert? Alright. Double bonus from tools. Nice, he just got a big old boost to building it. Oh, he doesn't actually have a tool because the pickaxe doesn't count. Making places more green was my passion, back when things weren't trying to eat us all the time. I was one of the best seed bombers in the West Coast. Give me a couple hours and I could impregnate every inch of spare earth at an industrial complex with seeds. Couldn't make things as nice as an unspoiled wilderness, of course, but every little bit helped. Pacifist? Factions like you more, no bonus from weapons. Sure, he's not a fighter, so I don't see any downside to that. Does this look infected to you? I know our medic says it's fine, but what real medical training do they have? I spent years researching different diseases. Different diseases I probably have. I know every doctor in the city by sight. And that's with all the emergencies in town. I mean, they were always getting paged. Every time I saw one coming, they'd turn and run. Maybe half rations. I can imagine, like, this health-conscious guy being picky with his food. Yeah, half rations. That might help our food problem. We have a little bit of a food problem. Now it's Meg. Yes! Oh, I don't like, being called master by this person. Yes! How can I help you, mister? I'm gonna go with mister. My speech? I'm terribly sorry. I just happened to have a bit of a lisp. Nothing to worry yourself over. What did I do before the end of the world? Spent a bit of time underground doing some surveillance work for a mining firm. Nothing special. First aid? Oh. No. I want first aid. There we go. And that's everyone done. So we're actually going to now wrap up with that for now. So the stream is gonna close for a little bit. She's a snake, a silly little snake. But yeah, I'm gonna close the stream for a little bit so that I can change categories. And I'm gonna step away and get like a little bit of drink for my throat and something small to nibble on. But when we come back, we'll probably do about an hour of Hearts of Iron Old World Blues, continuing our Vault-Tec run we've been doing. Now I'm gonna give the spiel for the people who are watching this on YouTube. If you've been enjoying this on YouTube, be sure to give it a like and leave a comment of if you'd like to see more or what other series you'd like to see me do. Giving attention to my videos is a really good way to communicate what kind of content you want to see more of. Additionally, showing up to the streams like Tyrant King and Chill Pill here is always really good for deciding what I'm gonna do. Yeah, like, Tyrant King here is always a huge fan and shows up to almost every single Hearts of Iron stream. So that's like a good, reliable way for me to know I should keep doing that one. Meanwhile, you can also follow me over on Tumblr and communicate with me openly there. Additionally, I'm working with some of my friends, Hero Rareheart and Atomic Squid, to have a Discord server going. I'm gonna, every now and again in stream chats, drop links to that. I'm actually probably gonna, once I'm done recording, drop a link to it one last time over here, so that the people here in chat can try and follow if they'd like. Whenever I go live, it's announced here on Twitch. I make a post on Tumblr, and my Discord server will automatically say that I've gone live. Additionally, whenever a video goes up on YouTube, I try and, within about the same day, throw it up on to Tumblr to let people know that it's going on there, and it's automatically going to be pinged out on the server as well whenever videos go live. So, and of course, much like Tumblr is a good way to talk with me directly, the Discord server is going to be a great way to openly talk back and forth, recommend things to me or even my friends, and check out their content. In the long run, I might even use that server as a way to sort of arrange, like, playing games with fans. Like, maybe I'll do Ultimate Chicken Horse and throw the room link in there, and then you all would be able to join in and play that game, and I could play with a couple of viewers for when I can't get my friends together for it. But, anyway, I hope you've all been enjoying this, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Ta-ta!